onto the field. The first team to take the field, they snuck up on us there as the Berala Bears, led out by their captain, Darren Hardman. Darren Hardman, a hard second rower. Now the Burwood team come out to take the field to line up. This particular game, we have in number 1 jersey for Berala, we have Gary Rush. Number 2, Darren Day. No, Chris Rushton, sorry. Number 3 will be Darren Day. Number 4 is Mooney. Number 5, can't quite see at the moment, is Eddie Rakoski. Number 6 is Craig McGrath. And let's hope we do have sound as they kick off now. Yes, I believe we do have sound again. That's Berala. The kick off. They're ready. The ball is placed centre field. Referee Apps is calling everybody into position. He's about to signal time on. And time on. And Danny Krankovic kicked the ball well down in the Burwood side of the field. He's well tackled there by Mooney coming in number 4. That's the big fella from Burwood they've got to stop in this particular game. He's let the ball go behind him. And Mooney coming through again, defending very, very well. Burwood running at the edge, just settling down at the moment. Burwood now. It's the fella they've got to stop, number 8 from Burwood. Or he comes for their 5'8", step back in field there. Berala back line is moving up very quick. There's a couple of them just shade offside there, I look there. And then they turn around, they take it in through the forwards there. Shane McDougall underneath, Peter Yusuf over the top. Zoom in here, and this is the first scrum of the game. For the first scrum of the game, it'll be interesting to see how we go here. A lot of weight there in that Burwood side. Referee's giving a lot of instructions. This referee done the same thing last year. He refereed the grand final when they were under 11s. Gave a lot of instructions here at the beginning of the game. To Burwood feed, and it's a penalty to Burwood. That's offside to Berala hooker. Craig Jones was striking prematurely as the ball was fed in. Centre field, about 30 metres out, Burwood to take the tap. Burwood take the tap, runs up. He runs around Ronnie Dawson, and then underneath we have there is Peter Chichos in number 10. Burwood to run the ball up again into Berala forwards. Yusuf Shane McDougall went underneath. Ronnie Dawson coming over the top then. Burwood to play the ball. Number 11 Burwood runs onto it. Shane McDougall going down low. With Peter Chichos over the top. Burwood passing on their back line to number 8. He stands out wide. This is the big fella they've got to learn to stop. He's the fellow who does the damage for Burwood. Berala now. Being their own line, about 30 metres out. They're straight in the Berala forwards. Berala forwards are holding strong there. Sixth and last tackle coming up. We have a situation here where back in the forwards and go down for the second scrum of the game. We do have a microphone trouble here at the a moment. We can stand by with us. Try to rectify this. Straight out the same tunnel, the referee calls the scrum again. Right, we've now got the Burwood scrum win out along their back line. Not to play the Burwood have normally played here. The Berala defence came in there to cover. We have Burwood, number 3, taking it straight up through the forwards. Now, still about 30 metres out from the Berala line. The Berala defence moves up. Oh, here's this fellow again. Mooney came in with a heavy tackle on number 8. Oh, the Burwood boys are running on strong there. It's on the Berala 22 and the 6 tackles been coming up. 5th and last tackle been ruled. On the Burwood back line. Kicks for a grubber. Right on the, just in about 20 metres out from the Berala line, a scrum to pack down. Berala have got to get a share from this scrums here. Fed in, came out the other side. I think there was an offside play there from a Burwood player, correctly ruled by the referee. Yes. Berala took that that penalty for the line. Shane McDougall comes up to take the tap. The traditional position that Shane does take here. In this side and their field from their play. Shane just runs it up to settle things down again. With the spectators yelling out there. There's Yusuf, takes it hard up through the forwards, goes down in a tackle. And he drilled a knock on there. There's a slight little knock on there as Yusuf did drop that ball to go down. The scrum to pack down now. It's just on the halfway line. I think it'll be a Berala feed in this particular scrum. Yes, it'll be a Berala feed. Ball's fed in. Come out, it's a Burwood ball again. Berala are certainly being starved of the ball in this particular game. Burwood, he's taking the dummy half position straight back in the Berala forwards. And driven backwards. Knock on rule there to scrum to pack down. Scrum win. Dragovic is away down the sideline. He's going for the corner. This could be first points on the ball to Berala, and it is. Yes, first points to Berala. 3 points to 0 in the great grand final of 1980. First point on the board to Berala by Danny Dragovic. Apologies for our camera work there, but we fell over. Kicker for the Berala club is Ronnie Dawson. Ronnie's out there putting the sand down. Ronnie Dawson, great little goal kicker. Kicked many a goal from this position before. Zoom up on him as he takes his position in. Turns around, he kicks for it. It's long and curl and straight between. No, and it's gone away. So the score remains Berala 3 and Burwood 0 in the 1980 under-12 grand final between the mighty Berala Bears and Burwood United. With Burwood to restart now, centre field. Berala makes a break. He's going through. The big long fella's got him. Has he got him from behind? Yes, and he slams him down to the ground. We're having microphone trouble up here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what I missed that part there, and the fans are screaming. Berala got the ball. Well, we've got Berala defending again after making 2 good breaks. They're now in a position where they're defending. Burwood just barging back through the forwards again. Berala 3, Burwood 0. 5 minutes of time gone in this the 1980 under-12 grand final. Burwood go the blind side. Running across, gets past Ronnie Dawson. Strong, towering run, and then Ronnie Dawson does come in and finish the tackle off there with Craig Jones. The ball coming out along the Burwood back line. There's a split there. Straight into Craig McGrath as he turns around and pulls down his opposing 5'8". Burwood again on the attack. I think Burwood looking to put the bomb up here. The bomb's gone up. Oh, well taken there. That was taken by number 8, Shane McDougall. Berala now. Backing down a scrum again. It's on their own, about 20 metres out from their own line. Time out call here. Time out by the referee. Injured player down. Frank Hardman, Berala manager, running out on the field to check what the injured player's problem is. I can't do much about them. I'll have to wait till half time and see if we can recover it. Berala. Well, they won a ball there, but the referee calls it back again. What's going on this scrum? Krankovic to feed. Ball's fed in. Plug it to Burwood, scrum again. Burwood half, runs around. Tackle there by the Berala lock forward, Shane McDougall. Burwood lock forward, he's running to the try line, that's the one they've got to stop. Burwood to play the ball. Burwood charge onto their forward to number 13. Well tackled, well tackled. Burwood on the attack again, playing it straight back through the forward. I think Berala are trying to reach for a ball there. Have they got it? No, Shane McDougall's trying to get it and he misses it. As the line is almost a try up here. Oh, very, very close. Berala pulling down short of the line. Oh, there's very close to the line again. The 6 tackle on the scrum to pack down. 5 litres out from the Berala line. Here. Scrum to pack down. Krankovic feeds scrum. Berala have, yes, they have got a ball. What's happening here? The ball's locked in there. It's almost a Berala ball. Yes, it's a Berala ball. Krankovic offloads. Oh, the wild pass picked up by Mooney. Mooney's tackled there only a few metres out from his own line. Here we go now. Berala forwards charging in as a Burwood player reaching for the ball. Berala now they've got to work this ball out from their own line. Out to Yusuf. Yusuf charges through the forwards. Strong, powerful boy Yusuf. Gets up to play the ball. A little bit slow getting up to play it. Ball's going out on the back line to Craig McGrath. Back into Mooney. Mooney steps back in for the forwards. Strong running fellow Mooney. He's broken through their forwards. He's let a pass go out to Chrissy Rushton on the line, and Chrissy Rushton and goes into touch. Good piece of football there. They brought the play now 30 metres out from the Berala line. Berala leading 3-0 in the 1980 under-12 grand final. Scrum the pack down here. Time out by the referee. Having our microphone trouble, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know how it's going to get any better. The operator's becoming frustrated with this microphone. A lot of interference coming into this. I don't know what the problem is. Scrum packs down to Berala win again. Breaks a halfback breakaway tackle there by Craig McGrath. Plays the ball. Gary Rush, sorry, back along the back line now. Mooney's making a break up to and he loses the ball behind. I think it'll be ruled a knock on to scrum to pack down. Hello, 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 hello. Yes, we're on. I think we've overcome our noise problems. Scrum to pack down. Coming down to collect it. Noise problem back again. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I can't help this. Alright, well, there's a Berwood ball again. Berala's not having any success in these scrums at all. Time out again. Berwood player injured. Trainer from Berala there on the player. He goes back on the field. Time on again. Berala, the forward. User running a hard and straight, makes a gain of about 3 metres. Chambers Noodle, the dummy half position. And then it's a quick pass out to Crankovich and Crankovich to McGrath. That was a forward pass there to Hardman. And this one here now is 35 metres out from the Berala line. What'll Berala do? Take the tap from centre field. Instructions, I would think, being given to the player about a 5'8". Yes, I think we've solved our noise problems. We're back online. Apologies there for that interference, ladies and gentlemen. Berala on the tack again. That's the fella they got to stop. It's the big lock forward. He unloads a pass. Intercepted by Berala. Going back to a Berwood, and it'll be 6 tackles to rule. And no, it's a penalty. The Berala player was offside to receive the ball. Now, no scrums and all the penalties going against them. I don't know how they're going to change this game around. They've got to start to win some ball. That's a good kick. Takes now up around about 15 metres out from the Berala line. Berala got the tap. Will obviously go to number 8. Everyone's aware that it will go to number 8. And number 13 comes through first. Well, how about that? Number 8's got to be the next one coming in on the Berwood's tactics. Yes, here he comes with the blind, charging in. Well held there by the Berala forwards. Chambers Beagle has stolen the ball there. Referee must have called held. It'll be a scrum down there. Yes, a 5 metre scrum. It's a scrum. It's a Berala scrum win. Same way, he says again. Brankovic hurt his hand and that there. Let's see what happened. Brankovic comes back around again. He's got to feed the scrum again. No, he's asked McGrath to go into halfback. McGrath feeds the scrum. It's a Burwood scrum win. Oh, the Burwood attack coming forward there. They knock the ball back behind them. Referee rules a knock on. Scrum to pack down again. Scrum. Yes, McGrath's back in to feed the scrum. Brankovic obviously hurt his hand. The ball's come out, same tunnel. Not fed very well then. I reckon he could have beat it in again. Feeds it in, it's a Berala win. Out to Mooney. Out to Brankovic, hanging out wide. Out to Darren Day. From Darren Day it goes up to Chrissy Rushton. Chris Rushton runs across, don't go into touch, they're calling, and he goes over there, oh, and almost, yes, and he goes into touch and another scrum down there. And there's a penalty, the referee must have called hell. The Berala now have got themselves a bit of possession. If they can hold this to 6 tackles, they should be able to make some ground. Oh, and a long kick. Oh, yes, but it only made a few yards, went very shortly over the sideline. Referee signaling everyone to keep their 10 metres. Calling for the ball. Lost time here in the grand final. Bad when they can't. They should have an extra ball on that fatty. Seamus Noodle takes the tap. Takes the mark. Noodle taps the ball, runs it on his own. Hard, straight forward. He jumps straight into the Berwood defence. That was a very silly movement there. He could have been slammed down. Craig Jones to dummy half position. And to Brankovic. And it was on to Yusuf, I think it was there, coming in. Out along the Brankovic to McGrath. Out to Mooney. Mooney steps back in field. Well over the top of Mooney. It's their second tackle. Jones. Everyone's feeling for the offside here from the Berwick players. They're well inside the 5. That looked like a forward pass to Craig Jones. Out to Mooney. Mooney steps around him. He's going. He's looking to get his pass away, but he's well tackled there. They're not going anywhere there, Berala, at the moment. Mooney gets up a little dejected about something in that tackle. That's from Ronnie Dawson. Out to Danny Brankovic. Out to Darren Day. Darren Day goes out towards the sideline, then comes back in field. 5th tackle being indicated. Here they are. Oh, what's happened in this one? Got to be a penalty. Not clearing the ruck. Not letting the ball clear the ruck. Yeah, that's the ruling, not letting the ball. You can't go down on it, even if they strike for it. It must clear the ruck before you can go down on it. Good kick, takes it up now. He's 40 metres out from the Berala line. They were to take the tap. Yes, slow taking this tap here. 15 minutes behind this game's over. They've taken the tap. The Berala defence move up. Only made a couple of metres in that. Alright, now here they go again. Berwick is playing it hard, 1 out through the forwards. Berala need the possession. They've got lack of possession. That's their problem. No possession. Takes to the field. Can't see which player it is down at the moment. Berala back line, lined out. One straight line across the field. One straight line. Look at that back line. In front of the forwards, all lined out, ready to go. All in one position. Peter Chichov's number 10 who was injured in that tackle. They want to play the ball. The referee's about to signal time on. Ball comes out along as played out to the big bloke again from Berala, number 8. The Berala forwards come in, and Darren Harvin and Shane McDougall. Oh, another penalty. The penalty count here is incredible. Possession of the ball, which is not doing them any good whatsoever. Here we are. Berala to take the tap. Berala take the tap. The fella's charging through and into the forward. The Berala forward stopping. Berala on the tack, another one of their forwards. Darren Hardman down low on the tackle. Berala to play the ball. Berala back line, move up quickly. Berala moving along, running across Berala. This is the fellow they got to stop. Mooney tackles him. The referee's calling held. Plays the ball. Oh, number 4 is running up there for Berala. He's charging forward there. He's lost the ball. Berala have come up with possession, and they hold it for 6 tackles. They haven't held it for 6 tackles once. Here we go, Yusuf straight back in the forward, straight back, and they've got to use the speed, use the pace of the back line. We have another player down injured here. It's a Berlin player. Currently the Berala back line is standing very flat there at the moment. They're not staying on depth. They're in possession. They're in possession. They're not standing deep enough. They've got to stand deep and run onto that ball. Right. Referee's about. Time on. Ronnie Dawson runs into the forwards. It's 2 tackles gone. Ball laid out on the back. Shane McDougall back into the forwards again. Berala on the tack. McGrath out to Mooney. Well tackle, well tackle. Crowd clap. McGrath. Out to Krankovic. Krankovic splits him up the sideline. He gets out to Ronnie Dawson. Front row forward running out there out wide. Six tackling rule. There's a linesman here to report an incident. Should be a penalty to Berala out of this. Yeah, I think the linesman report here. Calling out a Berala player. Very strange there. There's something on the other side. Surely he's got to rule the scrum here. Righto. Caution. Scrum to pack down now. Just on the halfway line. Berala side halfway. Krankovic to feed the scrum. And it's a warm, sunny day. Begnell Field, the home of the Western Suburbs Junior League. Krankovic feeds the scrum and comes straight back out again. Ball's fed in again. It's a Burwood ball again. Berala's not getting any of this ball. Burwood feed along their back line. Right on the halfway line. Burwood to play the ball. Berala's had no ball here, no ball at all. Big fella from Berala, the front row, number 13 again, charging forward. Hitch off the marker. Go the blind side. And it's a Berala ball. It's got to come up with a Berala ball. Shane McDougall diving on the loose ball there. McDougall passes the ball back out to Yusuf, straight into forwards. Loses the ball behind. Who's come up with the ball this time? Burwood have come up with the ball again. Oh, Berala are not having a good day with the ball. Burwood forward, straight back in there again. Tackles ruled again. Number 8 goes charging forward. The way Craig McGrath's in to chase. And he scores. And he scores. They didn't catch him. That makes it 3-all right on half-time. And that could make it 5-3 if he kicks the goal. 5-3 if he kicks the goal. Berala have got to get back into this game and they've got to get a lot more ball. Half-time. Berwick player plays the ball. The goal kick. 3 points all for the kick to come. Three points all, and he kicks long and it curls. Yes, and it's there, and Berwood go in at half-time with a lead of 5 points to 3 against Berala. Berala have come through the competition undefeated so far, but a very impressive 42-0 win, 21-3 and a 21-6 against Berala. So now we leave you at half-time and wait for the restart for the Under-12 1980 Grand Final. Berwood leading 5 points to 3 as we're about to commence now. The second half is a great little Grand Final. Berwood to take the kick. Referee signals time on and away they go. Ball back. It's a bouncing it. Picked up by Shane McDougall. Run it back up into the forward. Now can they hold it for 6 tackles to start with to change the light of things in the second half? Too slow at playing the ball. Danny Krankovic steps through. Now we have it. Berala on their second tackle. Referee calling. Good tackle there by Berwood. Darren Harvin in the dummy half. Ball going on the back line. And Craig McGrath, he splits through. Back into the forwards. There, he's tackled there well by Berwood. Got a Berwood player down. What's happening here? We're not too sure whether he's also ruled a knock on in that. Referee call time out. Time on as McGrath's about to play the ball. Time on. Berala driving it up into their forward. Jim Dayu plays the ball. Berwood are well within inside the 5 there, and it's penalty. That's the first penalty Berala have received for a while. Krankovic to take it. Shane McDougall to take the tap. McDougall to take the tap. He runs it up. Straight into their forwards. And I think he's lost the ball. Has he lost the ball or not? No, he hasn't lost it, but it looked awfully dangerous there. Darren Harvin splits him straight down the centre with a good run. Makes a gain there of about 10 metres. Ronnie Dawson into the front row position. Out to Krankovic, out to McGrath with the runaround, back to Krankovic, out to Money. Money's down injured, I think there'll be time out here. Yeah, 2 players collided very heavily there. The Berala manager's picking Mooney up. They can't afford to lose Mooney the way he's been playing football lately. He's okay. Plays the ball. Referee signals time on. Never harder into a Jim Day comes straight into the forward. Don't know who the replacement was at half time. Must have been Peter Chichos. It's kicked through by Krankovic. Berwick's gone dead. And Krankovic has scored, yes, and it's a try to Krankovic and takes Berala back into the lead now. It's 6 points to 5 as the crowd go wild. They cheers. Berala now right alongside the face in a great piece of football there. Berala now leading 6 points to 5 with Ronnie Dawson to take the kick. Steal up, you Simo! Ronnie Dawson here to take the kick. Good kicking record, Ronnie. Good little player. Oh, yes, and he kicks it straight between the posts, so now it goes on to Berala. 8 points and Burwood 5. Good 3-point lead there now, early in the second half, because they've got to get this possession to score. That's the second time I think they've held the ball for 6 tackles. Berala now go to the lead in the 1980 Grand Final. The mighty Berala Bears getting back on top. Replacements that were made. Time on. It's the ball that goes back. Oh, well taken there by Shane McDougall. Shane McDougall runs it hard and straight up into the forwards. Settles it down. Did a little bit of fisties going in there. I think it's Shane's to play the ball. Plays the ball slowly. They've got to play this ball fast. They're wasting time. Darren Harmon charges into the forwards. Dawson in a dummy half position. Yusuf charges in. Yusuf still going up there. They've brought play now up to 10 metres off the halfway line. Oh, injury again. We've got a Berwick player down injured. The injury seemed to be quieting this game down a lot to what it could be. Crowd here at Signal Field. You've got the Berala supporters up there still looking a little anxious. Player's back on his feet now, limping around. Out to Mooney. And Mooney steps through one tackler, 2 tacklers. He's almost there. He's got the pace, this Mooney, if he can go on with it. Oh, and he gets there and he's tackled now. Takes play now. 5 metres on his own, on Berwick side of halfway. Oh, and the ball's been kicked straight out in a touch, and the scrum will go down. We have a touch judge in here to report a incident. Yeah, they're calling out a Berwick player here. Still got to lift their game a lot to what they can do. Still got to lift the game. Trying to be fed by Berwick. Headley go nice for Berala at this stage. They'll feed the scrum. Yes, it's a Berala ball, picked up by Krankovic down the blind side. Oh, he comes back inside again. Get in there and support him. Support him. Oh, come on. Now, Shane McDougall, straight back in the forwards. They've got to keep the ball going. Let the ball go, let the ball go. The supporters are even calling. Out. Out to Mooney as Mooney charges out. It's out to Darren Day. Plays the ball. There's a kick through by Berwick. McGrath runs back for it. Dives on a loose ball. Tackle there by the Berwick defender. McGrath plays the ball. Dummy there. Was thrown by Hardman. A dummy. He just runs forward himself. Made a gain there of about 10 metres. Pass the ball back out to Crankvich McGrath. Out to Mooney again. He's got pace outside him. He lets the ball go. Oh yes, good back line. Come and keep the ball alive. Keep the ball alive. Berwick defenders come in. There's got to be a penalty. The referee at Caldwell referee. Good work there by the Berala back line. That's where they've got to keep moving that ball. 25 metres out from the Berwick line. Ronnie Dawson kicking for the touch. Yeah, so it looks a good kick. Takes play now about 20 metres off the Berwick line. Have to be taken by Crankovich. The set move here, I believe. Crankovich, yes, back into Yusuf. Good defence there by the Berwick side. The Dougal from the dummy half position. Offloads the ball. To Denny, out to McGrath. Out from Marta Mooney. Mooney's charging for the line. He's held up now about 3 metres off the line. Loses the ball. The referee rules a knock on. Win the ball again. Oh, it's a Berwick scrum win, I think. No, it's a Berala scrum win, and I care what their 5-8 looked like. It was almost back out to Mooney. Mooney pass out to Darren Day. Darren Day pass out, Chris Russian goes down the ball. Referee rules knock back as Darren Day comes in the dummy half position. Shane McDougall goes the blind side with the support of the calling. Back into Crankovich. Crankovich goes for the line, and he's there, yes! And that's 11 points to 5 in favour of Berala for the 1980 under-12 premiership. That's a good lead now. They've got to keep this up. The Berala player will be very pleased with himself after that one as they come back on side. Waiting here. Ronnie Dawson's to take the kick. Good. Ronnie Dawson here. The kick for this goal. Very good little kick of Dawson. 11 points to 5. 11 points to 5. 6 points to lead. Ronnie Dawson places the kick. Ronnie Dawson places the kick. Kicked it from here before. Quite a good little player. Kicks, looks good, long, no. Just, yes, and it's this! Oh, yes, a great kick by Ronnie Dawson. That was from about 3 metres in from the sideline. That takes Berala on now to a lead of 13 points to 5. Great kick by Ronnie Dawson. They would come up now to restart play. Restart of play now. Berala got their tails up. The ball's kicked well back. Ball picked up by McDougall, charging straight into their forwards. And he's still going. Oh, yes, a late tackle coming in over the top there. Dawson. Dawson out to Hardman. Hardman charges into the forwards. Dawson coming back into that dummy half position. Dawson goes up to Yusuf. Yusuf goal running across field there. He was well tackled. Yusuf to play the ball. At the Dawson dummy half. On to Jim Dayu. Jim Dayu come running in strong. Played a good game in the grand final of the local primary schoolboys the other night as well. Foul on the back way of Mooney. Out to Darren Day. Darren Day steps through one tackler. Back into Christy Russian. Back across to Darren Day. And the Ball's going out. Danny Crankovich runs from the base of scum. He's got Craig McGrath with him. He offloads to McGrath. He passes a long pass out to Gary Rush. Oh, Eddie Rakowski it was. Bad Dick still keep the ball on. It's been knocked back. The referee ruled a knock-off. Scrum to pack down 1.5 line. That looked good from Berala. They're all trying to move the ball. Berala back line standing a lot deeper now, looking forward to the ball, looking forward to winning a bit of ball. Crankovich to feed. Ball goes in. It's a Berala ball, but the referee wasn't happy. Calls it back again. Straight out the same tunnel. Referee calls it back again. That's Berala, 13, Burwood 5, and an under-12s 1980 grand final. The ball goes in there. It's a Burwood ball, same tunnel again, with scrums collapsing there as well. Now, I'll see if they can do better the next time. This will be the 4th time this scrum's been packed in. Burwood win. Burwood got along their back line and Berala defence moves up to McGrath and Woody and McDougall put him down. Burwood again, trying to move along their back line. Got a bit of pace out there, but coming back infield, a good run there. The ball's gone down, knocked back. Have Berala come up with it? No, it'll be a scrum. Again, it looks like. Oh, and Berala picked it up. Oh, no. Dear, oh dear. Well, we've got to wait the scrum and push through again. Oh, and a great intercept. And a great intercept by Darren Day. And Darren Day goes over. This will be a 5-pointer. Right under the post. Darren Day now takes Berala on to 16 points to 5. Right under the post with a good intercept try. The Berala crowd, they go wild. They all cheer and rap their hands together. Oh, they're out there checking. Frank Hardman, the manager of Berala side's up there checking time. That was a good intercept try. What makes good football is a good team. Teamwork, where everyone turn around, they're looking for opportunities. They're all thinking. They're a good team of thinkers, this team. Everybody tries. Righto, here we go again. Here's this another 2-pointer for Ronnie Dawson. He kicks it and it's long and it's straight between the posts, and Berala now go on to an 18 points to 5 lead against Burwood United. The mighty Berala Bears. Looks like it's theirs this year again. The under-12s undefeated in the 1980 grand final. They had a great year. They've scored so far this year 636 points for 30 points against them, plus another 18 on top of that today, so that brings them up to 654 points as Burwood take the kick. Oh, forward pass, this forward pass. Yeah. Burwood on the attack, charging into the Berala forwards. Burwood on that pass, the ball out. There's an opportunity for Burwood here, and the Berala defence comes across. Burwood now only about 15 metres off the Berala line. Oh, and they've lost the ball and Berala dive on it. Berala come up. Can they hold it for another 6? Come on, get it out of there, boys. Get it out of there. We have a player down injured in back play. The player that is down injured is Ronnie Dawson, I think. Yeah, he ran out of. It's a hot day today, not a good day. That's the green final football, very, very hot. Okay, there's time on. Berala. Shane McDougall splits him through the forward. He's been running up there all day. Oh, and he creeps back inside again. Bring play out now, 25 metres out. Peter Chichos is still on the field there, number 10. I'm not sure who the replacement was. Craig McGrath goes up there through, splitting him. He's made the break. He gets the pass away. And it's gone out again along the back line of Mooney. Mooney's got the pace. Mooney keeps on going. Will they score again? He comes back inside. Yes! Oh, and he's just caught. And he's held there and he put down. They get up and play this ball quickly here. They're on for another try. They're on for another try here. Wilson. McGrath. He steps back in through their forwards. Got to run a little bit further before you can step through them forwards. Run on what's strong. McGrath gets up to play the ball. He's got a player down in back play. Time out again, the referee calls. Right out there, mate. Berala still in possession. They're making a replacement. The replacement we've got now Eddie off the field. Not much a little Eddie, but a big heart. Little Ed comes off the field. Put up a good performance out there. His time's back on again. Berala on the attack and Dawson charging. Dim Jayu charging forward. Dawson in a dummy half. Oh, there's a penalty here. Can't quite follow that one. Berala to take the tap. Oh, well tackled, well tackled. Berala on the attack again. Berala defence in the forwards has been very, very good, very, very good. Oh, well, we got a Berala player go down. Nothing wrong here, I'm not too sure. Appealing. A bit late to be appealing at this stage. Either going to play the ball or what? Berala on attack. There'll be a penalty there, referee. Berala on the attack. Berala down on their own 22-metre line. Shaking them back through the forwards again. They've got no way through there. Berala's defence. Here's a penalty. Here's a penalty. The referee's making up here for the showmanship that was going on earlier on, I think. Penalty coming up here to Berala, we've got a player down in here. Long delay here. Caution being handed out to Shane McDougall. Hang on, there's a penalty coming out of this. I think they were quite into the rules. There's a penalty awarded. Quite a good kick, brings play up now. Just onto the halfway line, about a metre short. And now to take the tap. To take the tap. I think he even tapped that. Another big fella again. They've had his match all day though. They've had forwards in there to handle him. Just charge through the forwards through it. Oh, well tackled there as they push them out over to the touch line. Flags up and a scrum to back down. Berala got the opportunity to try and get that ball back again. There's another caution to be issued here, it appears. Shane McDougall being cautioned. Had a great game of football, this little fella. He's a real workhorse in the forwards. Scrum to back down now. 1 metre off the halfway line. Berala leading now. 18 points to 5. That's a Burwood scrum win again. Burwood out along the side of the back line. Berala back line up, and they were looking for the intercept again. Burwood to play the ball. They take it the same way. Now they go back into the forward. A loose pass going back. The Berala defence comes swarming in there and driving backward. And a good tackle there by Yusuf. Yusuf to play the ball back. Oh, yes, and well tackled by McDougall and driven back. And I think he's lost the ball out of that. McDougall and Hardman, 2 hard tacklers. Here we go, the Berala forwards are coming up. They're dishing it out to them now. Berala player down there, they're getting up. Oh, here we go, Burwood are down again. Time out again, the referee calls. A lot of injuries in this. Almost close to full time now. They got to get that 21. They scored 21 the last 2 times against them. That's it. Score another try. Get up them. Time on again. Burwood on the attack. Back to the forward. Oh, good tackle by Jim Dayu. Oh, and he's not going to get up either. Time out again. Oh, yes. They might as well call time now if they keep on going down with these injuries. Ruining the game of football now with these injuries coming into it like this. So that injury, they should take it from the field. It's just wasting time. There's only 5 minutes allowed on injury time in the grand final. Who was the replacement Jamie made it after? Oh, yeah, righto. Yeah. A lot of time wasted here, a lot of time. Time back on the referee signals as Burwood come onto the ball again. And another heavy tackle. Oh, yes, and they come in, they tackle hard again. Guilty, they say, as he pushes him in to touch the scrum to pack down. Good hard forward work there, good hard forward work. Well, 3 more points, Bimby. The Berala coach standing with a smile on his face. He knows he's got this one won. Ah, the proud to the referee here for that decision. Well, that's a Burwood scrum. Oh, a penalty to Berala, penalty to Berala. That's okay, let's make the best of it, boys. Come on, don't waste any time, they call. Ronnie Dawson's going to kick. Ronnie Dawson take the kick for the line. Great kick, great kick. Takes it now up to about 25 metres, 27 metres out from the Burwood line. Zoom in. Shane McDougall, the lock forward. Takes the tap. He takes the tap, he runs on his own, hard and straight into the Burwood forwards. Dowd brings him up now to the 22 metre line. 22 metre line, he's playing the ball back. Peter Chichos. Chichos to take the ball. Chichos making a Dayu hard up into the forwards again. Same tunnel. Well, worst scrubs I've seen in junior football for a long while here today. Ball goes in, looks like it's a Berala ball. Yes, it's a Berala ball out from Kragovich and McGrath. There's a double run around movement there with Mooney coming into it. McGrath still go, oh, and he held the ball. He should have given that away there then. Same way they call as he goes out to Mooney, goes the blind side. He's got support outside him. He holds it. Lets it go to Krankovic, and Krankovic has held on to drilled a forward pass, and Bill will collect the penalty from it. Three out through the forward pass there, Bill to take the kick for line. Score a line of 18 points to 5. That's Judge signalling there. Brings play up now. Midway between the 22. Halfway line, Bill will take the tap just straight up to their forward. That's all they've been doing all day. Oh, and he's come in, he's went heavily by the Berala defence. There's McDougall in there again. Berala now trying to move it along a bit, but their forwards back in again, and Berala drives them back. Very good defence by the forwards. Think what the score would have been if Berala would have been able to have plenty of ball in this game. They haven't had the luck of gaining the ball all day. They had it all their way along and couldn't crack the Berala defence. Berala forwards have tackled very well all day. Oh, looking for a dummy for a kick there. They're letting him go, and that's it. It's all over. The ball will go over here in the touch, and that's it. It's full time, and Berala have won. Berala have won the 1980 Under-12 Grand Final at the Jim Begnell Field for the Western Suburbs Junior League, and now go on and they're going to have a crack for the Coca-Cola knockout competition. A solid, hard game of football, not the normal variety that Berala would have played. They turned around, they liked plenty of ball, they didn't get their share, but for what they did, they turned around, they took advantage of it. Call now for the presentation. Man having there now. The Berala boys go away on their lap of honour. They've now got their ground announcement back. Berala go around their lap of honour, the 1980 Under-12 Premiers. A great little team. So they go on their lap of honour. Not such a long way around Begnell Field when you got the shield in your hand. The shield around. All taking your turn. The big forward users carry the shield. There they are, the mighty little Berala Bears. They turn around. Getting a smile here for the camera. There they are, the joyful little Berala Bears and their coach Jamie Bransby. Everyone's very cheerful, happy lot of little fellas there. We've got to try and get an interview here of Jamie Bransby if we can. We've got a couple of supporters coming up here now.
Yeah,
Mr. Cole Day, can we have an interview, sir? What do you think about your premiership win today?
You did it all?
You're being interviewed now, Mr. Day, sir. Would you like to step back a little bit so we can get a better... Give us a comment, Mr. Day, on your... What do you think of the team today?
Oh, top game, mate. Top
Can we
game.
just move back a bit, sir? You're just crowding the screen a bit there. I know you like the hog at all.
Top game.
Righto, Mr.
Come
Day.
over here, you.
Top game. You're proud of him, are you?
Yeah.
You like that intercept try, I
Yeah,
think?
top one.
Ah, tremendous there, Cole. Pleased to hear that. Have we got the coach to come around and give us a bit of a cheer?
Geez, you're a lamb, Ryan, eh? Yeah, but go with it.
Here comes the captain of Berala and their coach, Mr. Jamie Bransby. Darren Harman and Jamie Bransby, proud of the Shield as 1980 premiers for Berala Bears in the under-12 competition. We'll just get them both over here to say a couple of quick words. We can get them over here. Jamie, can you come over here now, please, Jamie? We'll have a quick word. Come around the front here, Jimbo. UT, they all say. Get your face into this one, Darren. All right, can we have a couple of words from the manager of the side, or from the coach of the side, please? Go on, yeah, talk now, Jamie. Can you tell us what you thought of the boys for the year?
Today was a great effort. They were down at half time 5-3 and they fought back well. We got a bit of the ball. I think we showed Bill how to play football, you know, and the kids have done it really well.
I think it was a great effort, Jimbo. Great effort by all the boys. They all tried and they stuck to their guns all the year. What do you got to say now, Mr. Hardman? Hey, captain of the premiership side, what do you got to say for yourself?
Nothing really.
Nothing really? Do you reckon you could go on with another one? Ah, I'm pleased to hear that sort of thing. All right, all the best. And we hope you can come up again next year.
Okay.
All the best.
Shows.